early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Cal Golden Bears and the Houston Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. Just finished talking with Golden Bears head coach. He has great confidence in the line of scrimmage and their ability to run the ball today. That's because he has got an experienced back. With a freshman quarterback, if he doesn't like what he sees, he can hand it off, and they will plan on having great success up front. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. So the Cal Bears offense that has the first possession of the game. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. That'll be enough for the first down inside the 45 at the 44. That can be a momentum builder to convert your first third down and also get your quarterback in a rhythm throwing the slant.
That's so nice. You always want to do that. You want to start the game in a good rhythm, get your quarterback comfortable. Slants are easy timing routes. Get a first down. Now maybe open it up even more.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Looking down the middle. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. So Houston's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
The run inside. It's Sanford. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Quick spin on the ride. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Keeps it himself. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Houston will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wants. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Smith with the grab over the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. On the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Sheffield. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Valentine. Got enough for the 1st. Oh, he got loose. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pucks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Using his legs, it's Valentine. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Sheffield. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, 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 please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you...
Punt, and he's got room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44, a big-time pickup on that one.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check-down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check-down throw to the running back.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. And that one's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Unloads it left. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. On the move, it's Sanford. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Sheffield. Got a man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Finds his big tight end. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Oh, he makes the catch. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone. Like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Offense in a bunch formation. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Right on the money. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. And the Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Grab near the marker, it's Perry.
Man, this guy is so dangerous running it, and the speed can also help him extend the play to hurt you throwing it, David. As a defense, what do you got to do to keep this guy in the pocket?
The hard part is, once he gets outside the pocket, you have to play the second play. The first play, everybody had a route to run, but the second play, it's the scramble drill, and receiver's going to break and cut and do something different. So it's so annoying. It's frustrating to have a guy like this that can get outside the pocket and do so much damage.
Makes the catch. It's Perry.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this offense is they love to go for it on 4th down. We've seen it early in this game already. I think you're going to...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, looking to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
The Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Valentine. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Golden Bears! The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking for room. It's Sanford. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Sheffield. Takes the easy one to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The run inside. It's Sanford. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Cal uses its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Houston will be forced to punt. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
And the Golden Bears want to move quickly. To the air on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Cal will use its final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Oh, the attempt is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Dropping back, it's Sheffield. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 12 team, the Texas Longhorns.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Houston head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Now on the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking for a man. It's Sheffield. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Valentine. There's some room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Golden Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to him again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
They punt it away on fourth down. Wants to bring it back. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Just feeds the running back. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Quick completion on the out. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He goes right back to the air. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Tie ball game as we play in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play. And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's straight. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give on the counter. Down to little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate. It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sheffield. Heaves it on the run. Got it down the field. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Houston wants to play fast.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Running inside. It's Sanford. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. Holds it in down the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Houston! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. They've got a 1st down here. Want to start his bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense set for a 1st down play. Wants to go right back downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Valentine. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Looking to throw again. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a... He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And they take it in for 6 more points. The Golden Bears with an answer. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. The run inside, it's Sanford. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's their freshman quarterback who was injured on the play. As they attend to him, Holly will keep an eye on things for us. He'll try to get to the marker himself. There's a crease. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston first down. New set of downs after the completion. On the run, it's Sanford. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might as well stick with him. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Sheffield. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cougars. They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Cougars with the immediate response.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Golden Bears sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's got him. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Makes it past the marker. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
Late game execution is going to be huge, and this offense, man, I like it so far. They're putting this drive together, going down, trying to get some points and change this football game.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Makes a diving catch along the left sideline. The Golden Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cal! The Golden Bears with an answer. They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. So an 82-yard drive there. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
Offense set on 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Sheffield. On target. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The line of scrimmage is the 28. That'll make it a 45-yard field goal attempt and a big chance to win the game. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And it all comes down to this: make or miss, win or lose. It's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about, what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.